Overcoming fear of failure. One of the reasons why so many women never take action in starting their dream business is because of fear. Fear of failure, fear of being judged, and even fear of being successful. If fear of failure is holding you back from starting your dream business, then watch this video, because by the end of this video, you'll have my top tips on how you can push past fear and start working towards your goals. Sound good? Let's get started. I'm Irene from IreneMoore.com, and for the very best in business and mindset tips, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when I release new videos each and every week. Now, I just want to start by saying it's perfectly normal to feel bouts of fear from time to time. We all do. But where it becomes a problem is when it stops you from taking action and ultimately achieving your goals. I believe that we really need to reframe our thinking around fear. Why? Because fear is a valid emotion, just like any other emotion that you may feel in any given day, such as happiness or excitement or love. My dream for you is to be able to push through fear so that it stops holding you back from doing what you really want in life, such as starting your own business. If you find yourself gripped by fear and not taking action, by the end of this video, you're going to have some really practical steps on how you can start to push through fear and taking small but consistent action towards your goals. Tip 1 is realize that fear is your friend, or should I say your shadow. Even the most successful people still experience fear because they set themselves big goals that should scare them. You'll soon find that even though you're at the very early stages of starting your business, once you take action and make it happen, you'll know what it feels like to feel the fear and do it anyway. But you'll set yourself another big goal and you'll feel fear again. It will always be waiting for you, and it's no bad thing. That's because fear and its friend ego are essentially here to keep us safe. Fear is the thing that stops us walking down a dark alleyway at night or stepping out in front of a bus. It's really important to know that fear is there to protect us, so we need to reframe the way we think about fear. Where it becomes a problem is where it stops you from moving forward towards your goals. It doesn't necessarily want you to step out of your comfort zone, and it intentionally keeps you small. Unfortunately, when you're starting a business, stepping out of your comfort zone is exactly what you need to do to be successful. Tip 2, learn to listen to your fear. Now, if you're a member of my Boss Mindset community, you'll know that I spend a lot of time trying to get you to understand how you can listen to your fear. Here's one way for you to try. Whenever you set yourself a new goal, it could be starting a business or going for a new job, and you start to feel that fear set in, I want you to take a step back, take a deep breath, and really listen to what that fear is trying to tell you. Is it a positive or is it a negative fear? Let me explain. What I mean by this is, if it's a negative fear, listen to the way that you're talking to yourself about that specific goal. Is it kind? Is it saying things like, you're not good enough, you're not experienced enough, you're too old, you've missed the boat, you're too young? Essentially, negative fear is always trying to stop you in your tracks. Whereas a positive fear is telling you, maybe you should do a bit more research. Maybe you should ask for help. Maybe you should look at some other options. Positive fear should always be moving you closer towards your goals. Once you identify whether it's a negative or a positive fear, it will be so much easier for you to move forward. Now, if you're stuck experiencing a lot of negative fear, my next tip will really help you to overcome that. Tip 3, have a conversation with your fear. Now, I know this may sound a little bit crazy, but I want you to realize that you are in complete control of every single dialogue that you're having with yourself, good and bad. Now, if you're experiencing a lot of negative fear, I want you to go ahead and grab a pen and write down every single fear that you have around starting a business. Next to that fear, I want you to ask yourself the question, Is this true? I want to help you heighten your awareness around the things that have actually happened versus the things that might happen. Then I want you to answer yourself the question, what could I achieve if I was no longer concerned with that fear? Fear can often be described as false evidence appearing real. What we tend to do when we come up against a challenge is start to future pace and worry about things that haven't actually happened yet. Next to the fears that you've identified, I also want you to write down what you will need to do right now to ensure that that worst case scenario isn't going to take place. What we're doing here is reassuring our minds that we are in complete control and that there's nothing to worry about. So essentially, you're telling fear and its friend ego, thanks friends, but I'll take it from here. Now you have my top 3 tips on how to overcome fear. Go ahead and download my free Boss Breakthrough worksheet so you can start taking action today. I've linked to it in the description below. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe. Finally, you know success loves company, so if you found this video useful, please share it with just one person who you think it might help. I look forward to reading your comments.